Sometimes, when my hair's gone too far, I feel sad and lonely and homeless, and I just need a haircut!
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a very simple haircut. It's just going to be a straightforward taper fade, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. It's not really a tutorial, but hopefully you guys can pick a few things out from this video. Now, as you can see, I'm receding right now, so this is pretty much one of the reasons why I haven't been posting a lot of videos. You know, as a man, when you start receding, it's like one of the worst things that could happen to you. But you know what, we all get older and it is what it is. I think I'm doing all right. Turning 43 in a couple months, and my hairline is starting to push back a bit, and I'm starting to get a bit thinner on the top of my head. But again, guys, it is what it is. That is life, and we all, well, a lot of us will have to go through this. As you can see, I've got my beard. So good news is I've got a beard. I got a full beard, and if everything fails, brothers, you know what we do. We still got a beard, and you know, I am so happy that I'm able to grow the beard whenever I feel like it. I've been rocking my beard for, I would say, about 2 years now, and currently I've got a full beard. Not in this video, but currently I've got a full beard. But hopefully it doesn't get worse. I haven't been maintaining my hair that well, and I believe that contributed to you know, my receding hairline. But again, like I said, guys, I'm almost 43. I'm pretty much 43, and my hairline is kind of doing good. So you will notice in this video, what I actually try to do is, normally I would try to do a number 2 guard at the top, but because I'm thinning out and I'm receding a bit, I'm also thinning at the front. You know, it will make more sense if I go a bit lower to actually try to match the whole haircut with the receding hairline and the thinning of the hair. As you can see, that's what I'm trying to attempt to do here, which is not too bad. I still got my waves going on. I don't really, you know, try to put on waves. They just come on naturally, because I've been brushing my hair for years, so that's pretty much just how my hair is. I will be making a video soon to show you guys how I kind of brush my hair and try to enhance my waves. Sometimes my waves be popping, but that is for next video. So currently I am using a 1 guard at the top, and guys, I try to avoid using the 1 guard. That's been my go-to for years. But you know, if you want your hair to stand out, especially if you're using a wave cap, I would always advise to either do a 1.5 or a 2 guard. These guards work perfectly when you're trying to get some popping waves. And sometimes I do rock popping waves, sometimes I can't be bothered. So guys, I'm using the 1 guard, just pretty much just cleaning up the hair, making sure that everything is level. I'm just taking my time. You guys can do the same. It's always safe when you go against the grain. I've been doing this for years, so I'm okay with going with the grain. And whenever I use a bigger comb, like as you can see in this clip, I only use the 2 guard, the bigger comb, to go against the grain for my crown. And that's because that's the easiest way to get it level with the rest of the hair. Now I'm just lining up, setting up my guideline for my taper. Now guys, I must tell you, this is something I do weekly. Sometimes I don't even use the what you call this, Mirror 360 self-cut system. And a big shout out to this guy, reached out to me a few years ago. And I believe I was one of the first guys he reached out to when he started his business. And man, this mirror actually comes in handy, and I would recommend you get a freeway mirror, or you could just get that one from self-cut system. No, I am not sponsored by this brand. It is what it is, fellas. These mirrors are great. I would suggest getting a mirror that you could hold in your hand as well, a much smaller mirror. That's what I do, because it's kind of difficult to view the back. It's all right sometimes, I don't have to, but I would always recommend getting another mirror, just so you could view the back of your head easier. So as you can see, it's just a very straightforward fade. Started off with the blades on the clipper, then I moved to 0.5 guard, then a 1 guard, then a 1.5 guard, and you might see me using the 2 guard. Not too sure if I used it after this, but just to create a nice smoother blend, I would use the 2 guard. Sometimes it might not remove anything, but it does help, you know. So currently I am just knocking it down. I believe the lever is all the way back with the 1.5 guard. And if you notice, actually it's not just the taper, the area that I've created for the taper. I'm actually blending the whole side of my head, including the back. That gives me a nice smoother blend. It's like a full fade, but it's not really, because I'm not using a guideline there. I'm just giving it a light fade, which sometimes, depends on the look I'm going for, might look like a full fade. But that's not what I'm going for. I'm going for a taper. This is what I do every week, guys. If I'm going to a wedding, I might do a full-blown fade. Like I went to a wedding last month, and I, took my time, spent some time on the haircut to make it perfect, and it did come out really good. And again, I had my beard on. I had to throw some enhancements on this. So sometimes I go all out, and sometimes I just take my time. Guys, this area, you really need to take your time, because working the back of your head can be very, very difficult. And again, I do this every week. We've pretty much without fail. It's very rare that you would see me without a fresh haircut. I will do a taper every week, right? However, I would not cut my hair. Does that make sense? So I'm just doing a taper weekly, just a quick taper. Sometimes I would say 20 minutes before I get ready for work. This is literally how easy it is for me to do a taper now, because I think I can just do it without even looking. And yeah, I think I've I wouldn't say mastered it, but I'm just so used to getting my tapers done weekly that it's just become so super easy for me. And guys, this is what you guys need to do. I'm not saying get rid of your barber. I got rid of my barber, well, I would say 13. I don't remember. I got rid of my barber in my teens. And one thing I learned from my barber was using the double-sided blades when I went to America. You won't believe. I went to America and I freaking saw this barber, a much older guy. And I went up to him and I said to him, bro, look at my YouTube channel. This is, I would say that using the blade is because of you. And he looked at me and he was so shocked and he was like, bro, is that you? Couldn't remember me because I got much older and I haven't seen him in over, I would say, 25 plus years. And he remembered me because he lived around the corner. He knows my parents very well. And I thanked him. I'm like, bro, because of you, I'm using a blade. And I'm actually going to make a video for you guys because I truly believe, and guys, sorry I'm just going on, but this is not really a tutorial. I just want you guys to grab whatever bits you need to grab from there. And it is very straightforward. Like, I'm just blending my beard in, the videos I'm gonna start putting out will be focus on tutorials and really how to, do your beard, dye your beard, and how to use the blades. Now, the reason I'm bringing up the blades, bro, that's like the best thing. That's like the best thing you could learn. And I will tell you why. And I will explain this. And I do have a plan. I do have a video that I would like to make for you guys. Whenever you go to the barber, you're fresh. You get a nice haircut. That haircut could last you easily a month or two. Okay? I know your hair is going to grow. You don't really need to cut your hair. And I'll tell you why it's so important to learn this technique. It is very, very easy once you get the hang of it, and I will try my best, fellas. I will try my best to show you guys how to do it. It's very simple. Back in the day, I had no one to show me how to use the blades. I only learned this from my barber cutting my hair with blades. And I decided to try it one day, and I got really good. I did nick myself a few times, but that's expected because I didn't really have anyone to show me. And for you guys, I'm here to show you how to use it. And it is very important. Guys, this is like the most important thing. So back to after getting a haircut from your barber. Once or twice a week, fellas, with this double-sided blade technique, you could give yourself a fresh shape up. What this does, it will make you look like you've had a fresh cut. So I would say for the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, let's say 3 weeks, you will still look like you had a fresh cut. And fellas, it doesn't take a lot of time. It's literally, I would say 10 minutes of your time. For me, maybe 5 minutes. For you guys, just getting started, I'll say about 20 minutes. Once you get the hang of it, once you learn not to cut yourself, because are you really going in to cut yourself, bro? Nah, you're just taking your time, just like with everything else in life. You just take your time. And once I show you how to use it, brother, just buy it and use it. Because that haircut could last you a whole month, just like what I'm doing right now. So I'm using one of Wall's Aqua. I can't remember what it's called, but this is a very, very, very good trim. I got this for maybe like £90, somewhere around there. I think I posted that in my last video. I got this for 90 quid, fellas. I haven't adjusted anything on this. I believe it's a 0.2 mil. That's what it came out of the box. This is very, as you can see, this clipper is very, very good. Can it be a bit sharper? Yes. Would I zero gap this? No. This is just perfect for me, because like I said, I use the blades, and if I need to use the blade on my face, I'm very careful with the face stuff. because I wouldn't recommend that for some of you guys. I believe my face is used to the blades, so I can use it on there, but as you can see, I'm using these clippers or shavers on my face without any irritation, any cuts or anything like that. So it gives you a nice smooth cut straight out of the box. And no, I am not sponsored by Wall. I did send them a few emails because I only use their products. No, I also got a Wall detailers, you know, the cordless one, the one I had the wired ones, which I still have it. Yeah, and this clippers I'm using right now is still Wall. But yeah, that's my go-to brand. I always love their products. Yeah, but I've got the Wall detailers, and they've just been in my bag, brand new. I actually got these for free from Amazon. But anyways, I won't go into that story. But I don't really use those because I don't really need to, because I've got the Wall Aquas, so they do pretty well. And maybe for some of my videos I will bring them out, but I haven't zero gapped them. So good news is, fellas, if you do have one, I will post a video of how to zero gap them, especially if you don't have the tool to zero gap. Now, as you can see with the Aquas, again, these are straight out from the box. Sometimes you might see me using them to create the shape, but that's pretty much all it is. Sometimes if I go too deep with my beard and just to get back the shape, I would use the clippers. I wouldn't use the blade because, you know, with the blades you can get carried away, and that's because with my beard, my mustache, I actually do it every I would say 2 to 3 days. and that's using the blades, fellas. Using the blades. And I would recommend you guys to learn these techniques. But it did pretty well, as you can see. But obviously, I'm gonna go over this with my blade. I would always recommend, after you use your clippers, your shavers, you use some type of liquid. I just use water. I always prep my skin when I'm going to use the blade. I never do a dry shave. That makes no sense. I wouldn't recommend that for you guys. So as you can see, I do have a few spots on my face. Sometimes I get lucky without having any spots, and sometimes they come, you know. Depends on how I sleep. And I will make a video on how to get rid of those spots. If you ever see me with spots, fellas, just know I just had a bad week of maintaining my facial hairs. Okay, this is how safe the blades are. As you can see, I literally just took that out from the pimple or the spot, and I'm literally just taking my time. Some would say I should not use blades on my face. Fellas, I don't really use it on my face. I do have a beard. I just use it on the shape of line. Normally, I don't get this type of spots. Again, one of my videos, and I do have a lot of videos that I plan to make for you guys, and one of them is around shave bumps, and I've done a pretty good job. One of my videos, I believe, it's got over 500,000 views on there. Yeah, and that's a video that showed my face with that's literally the worst. I don't know how to say it, man. I hated that video. I actually didn't want to post that video because I had so many shave bumps. And guess what? I did record the video, and I was like, I sat on that video for maybe a year. And I was like, okay, you know what? I might as well just post a video because it's a haircut channel and no one's skin is perfect out there. So guess what? I posted the video and I got over 500,000 views on that video. So shout out to you guys for, I mean, I did have some haters in there, talking about why do I use blades, blah, blah, blah. But you will see from my videos, I only use the blades really on the top half of my face, and obviously my beard, my mustache, not under my neck though. That is crazy. That's so super risky. And it's so strange that both my brothers, they use blades. They can use blades anywhere on their face and they don't get any shape bumps. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I guess my hair texture is kind of different. But guys, check out the nice finish and blade control. And to get this type of blade control, you would need, as you can see, I'm using water. This is just some tissue paper, table tissue, whatever you want to call it, and water. I'm not using anything special on my face, fellas. And I did go low with my beard, but it's all right. Currently, I'm like Rick Ross, people. So simply just use the water, soften the skin. And it's always good to use warm water. Yeah, does it make a big difference? Kinda. I would recommend using warm water. But is it really needed? No, not really. All it does is it softens the hair, and I think it does make it easier. But normally I would put warm water on the tissue, but by the time I get to using it, it's cold. So sometimes it's warm, sometimes it's cold. But in this haircut, I believe it got a little bit cold. But just using water, guys, don't overcomplicate this shit. All my videos, you'll see me using tissue. What's in the tissue, mate? It's water. Just straight off the tap. And my blade. Now you will see that I'm not going directly into the skin. You know, you wanna keep the blade at a shallow angle. You know, like I would say maybe 20 to 30 degrees. Well, I can't really explain that, but as you can see, I'm not going straight. I'm not trying to cut myself. You see what I'm saying? Just at a slight angle gives you, well, makes it easier for you to remove the hair. And look at the lines, fellas. Look at the detail, fellas. All you do is you keep that hair wet. I'm actually struggling with the camera here. I'm just struggling to get you guys a good angle. This is how difficult it is to record and cut your hair at the same time. I have to make sure that the camera is fully focused on that angle, at the angle. So, but it can be difficult at times. When I'm doing it without recording, it's just straightforward, boom, bam, bap, and I'm done. But to get you guys the correct angle, I have to really adjust the camera. And it's only because I need the camera to focus on that area that it's taking me some time to just get that focus in. And I'm looking at the small screen on the camera whilst I am cutting my hair. So it can be difficult at times, fellas, but we did manage to get this done. You can fast forward this bit, which I did fast forward this bit. Because it was very difficult from that angle. But yeah, I've managed to find myself in a better angle and set the camera to manual mode. Did I say to manual mode? Yeah, I believe just that bit set to manual mode. But normally I would set my camera to auto mode, so it would automatically focus. But in this instance, I had to set manual mode. But yeah, guys, you look at how I'm holding the blade. And it's not a lot of effort. that's going in there. Is not a lot of pressure. Okay, you go in with light pressure. You don't want to dig. You want to tilt, and you don't want to dig. Just slightly tilt the blade so the edge catches the hairs without pressing into the skin. So the whole idea, you don't want to press into the skin. That's why you're using the water. You always want to keep the area moist, so you could literally just glide smoothly with the blade. If you're doing this dry, then you would apply. You're gonna apply a lot more pressure, and then you could probably, I'm guessing, you cut yourself. So my advice to you guys: very, very, very light pressure. Let the sharpness of the blade do the work. Avoid pushing down too hard. What you also want to do is you want to stretch your skin. If you see, I'm just holding the top of my head. This allows me to stretch the skin. So this is just one technique I use that helps. Some areas I don't stretch because it's pretty straightforward. You just this area I don't really need to stretch. And it depends. Sometimes I will stretch, sometimes I won't. But as you can see, I'm just letting the blade do its thing. And I'm literally just tapping in and tapping out. You just want to keep using the corners of the blade, especially if you're working in the corners of your hairline. And you just really taking your time. You just want nice and short controlled strokes. Use very small movements instead of long sweeps, especially around the mustache area and lips. You just want to be careful. And I've been doing this since I was 13. I did cut myself a few times, but you only get better. I can literally do anywhere on my head, anywhere on my body using these blades. And I would advise that you guys use it on your thighs. You could try that as well. But yeah, a very, very easy and simple technique. So we move into the back of the head. Guys, again, I am recording this to try and get you the best angles. My videos are different from a lot of YouTubers videos. I actually take you guys up close and personal, and there's a reason I do that, because I'm not trying to hide anything from you guys. What you see is what you get. And if I can't go closer, that's just because the camera lens is not allowing me to go closer. But as you can see how easy it is, and I'm giving you guys a different angle to show you. Again, recording, trying to get the focus on and lining up can be very difficult, but I'm still doing it. I have to place myself at a certain angle for everything to work nicely. But we still managed to get this done. And I'm using the self-cut system. Again, I'm not sponsored, but as you can see how easy it can be using the self-cut system. And look at how I'm just cleaning out the area. As long as you use some water, some water, do you know what I mean? Use some water, it makes it very easy to glide. Guys, check out my haircut. It kind of looks like I went to the barbers, right? It looks like I went to the barbers. And these are the freeway mirrors. Guys, right now you could get freeway mirrors anywhere. You could get freeway mirrors with the lights. But at the time, self-cut system really was the only people selling this type of mirrors. And it still is very useful. This is 2026 and I'm still using this. Okay. I could go old school the way I used to record my videos before, which I believe was easier to record because I didn't have the freeway mirrors in the way. But here we are, guys. This is the final product. Man's got loads of gray hairs coming in. As you can see, I do dye my hair a lot, but it is what it is. I believe I dyed my hair after this haircut, and I'll be making another video to show you guys the process of me looking younger. So currently, whilst I'm speaking, my hair is dyed, my beard is fully dyed, and I have 0 grays. So sometimes you want to look fresh, fellas, and I don't blame you. There are a few areas, what I do sometimes after recording my videos, I go to a different mirror just to make sure that, you know, the fade looks all right, and I just clean it up that way. But this is pretty much a final product. As you can see, my hairline is kind of receding. It's still hanging in there, people. My crown is not that bad. It's all right. And like I said, I would always recommend going in with number 2 guard. This is literally one of the best guards you can use, especially if you want waves. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and it's always a pleasure to sit with you guys. And, you know, thank you so much for staying in there. Have yourself a great evening, people. Your boy Enemy Cuts is out.